Tucson, Arizona. What's happening there is people are planning to give away free shotguns to residents. And the argument behind this is that it will make the neighborhood safer. So, for those of you, they believe it's going to make the neighborhood safer, and they think, I'm just going to stop saying that because that's what they think. I'm just going to read a little part of this article right here. Group has begun tracking illegal activity in 3 crime-ridden neighborhoods and will continue to monitor the crime rate after guns are distributed. This is about public safety. This is people protecting themselves, said McCluskey, a Republican who unsuccessfully ran for mayor in the city's last election. Each single-shot weapon will come with a lock and training. Single-shot weapons were chosen because they are inexpensive and are unlikely to be stolen as criminals don't want them, McCluskey said. Tucson City Councilman Steve Kozachik, a Democrat who has advocated for stricter gun control in Tucson, does not agree with the underlying premise of the giveaway program. To suggest that giving away guns to people in high-crime neighborhoods will make them safer is ridiculous. I think it's dangerous, he said. He called the program a solution-seeking problem, said predicted city residents will reject the program as it becomes more widely publicized. Tucson rocketed to the forefront of the nation's gun ownership debate on January 8, 2011, when college dropout Jared Longner opened fire at a political meet and greet with former Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords. 6 people died and 13 were injured, including Giffords, who was shot in the head with Longner's legally obtained Glock handgun. She later resigned from the House of Representatives to focus on her recovery. Longner, who was subsequently diagnosed with schizophrenia, pleaded guilty to murder and other charges stemming from the rampage and is serving 7 consecutive life sentences and an additional 140 years, without the possibility of parole. I never really understood that, why you get 7 consecutive life sentences. So basically, you're being in jail for 7 lifetimes, and then you're getting additional 140 years. I mean, how long do you think this guy's gonna live? Seriously.
I don't understand that either.
Yeah, it's just, I find that very funny. But anyway, just say life sentence, but whatever. Tuscon gun giveaway is part of a broader program based in Texas. University of Houston graduate student Kyle Copeland founded the Armed Citizen Project, hoping to show that crime rate drops when more residents are armed and trained to use weapons. So I'm going to just stop right there because you get a basic idea of what's going on here. They're giving out shotguns. People also have to be trained to use them. So they're just going to give them out and it's like, here you go, here's a shotgun. They're also going to train you. They're going to be like, this is how you use it. This is how you aim with it and fire with it. So me and my friend here are going to discuss how we feel about this. So do you want to go first, dude?
I mean, I don't know how to say this. I think in some ways it's going to increase crime. I mean, giving out guns for free. I mean, yeah, okay, training, all right, fine, but you could end up giving it giving a gun to a mentally ill person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, and that could start the same thing with just repeating the same mistakes. We should learn what happened with Newtown. The situation, that guy who shot the entire school was mentally ill and he was surrounded by guns.
Now, I'm a little bit mixed on this whole thing. So, to be honest, I'm going to look at this from a neutral standpoint. My reason for this being is because I honestly think this is the first time, unless I'm wrong, this is the first time that this is ever happening. So I don't want to make some conclusions. The first time I heard about this was on CNN, and there were people who were making conclusions. You know, some were very just like strictly like 100% against this. They're like, no, this is wrong and this is bad. This is not this is not gonna help anything. And some people were like, no, you know what? This could potentially help. You know, families be safe and stuff like that. So, um, me personally, for my opinion, I am going to sit on the sideline for this one because, again, I'm just going to see what happens because I feel as though I cannot come to a conclusion because, again, I can't. There's really nothing to back this off on it. You know, it could go either way. You know.
I mean, I don't know anything to back this up.
So how do you feel about it now? Do you still like it? Do you feel different about it than from like earlier, like 5 minutes ago?
I mean, really though, I'm still kind of against it, this whole thing.
Still kind of against it. Okay, fair enough. You know, I mean, some people are just against it. Some people don't feel as comfortable about it.
I think we're just repeating the same mistakes.
Me personally, I mean, like, I feel as though since it's happening in Tucson, Arizona, that I'm just gonna watch it again. I'm just gonna watch from the sidelines and see what happens because, like, again, it could go, in my view, both ways. It could go really good. It could actually turn out to be great. You know, for that area, you know, it may help people out, or it could just make things a whole lot worse. You know, we'll just find out what happens. You know, I just feel as though, again, like, I'm not gonna come to any conclusions. I'm not gonna make a hypothesis really. My hypothesis is I don't know, which isn't a really good hypothesis to begin with because you kind of need to come up with some kind of thought about a hypothesis. But anyway, so that's how I feel about it right now. I'm just gonna. I know I keep on saying this, but I really feel as though that I should just stay on the sidelines because I again feel that because this is really something that's very new that that like I'm not gonna decide right now until you know multiple locations have been done for this kind of experimenting because when I'm looking at this whole situation right now in Tucson, Arizona, I look at it as if it's an experiment. That's what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at it as if it's an experiment to see if it's gonna work or not. And if it does, again, if it does work, it does work. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know. So yeah, I mean, see how it goes, but not just for Tucson because they mentioned other areas as well. So how is this gonna work out in general? Is it gonna be good or is it gonna be bad? And once that happens, I can maybe myself make a conclusion, a confident conclusion because I'm kind of mixed right now. Just to be honest, I can't say for certain how I feel about this whole situation, and that's why I'm kind of on the sideline.
Yeah, except I'm more towards the no.
You're more towards the no, and that's fine. Again, I mentioned CN earlier. Some people said no, some people were like, yes, this is fine, it's totally sane, and I'm in the middle. I'm on the sideline. That's how I feel about it right now.